Well, I'm back where it all started. July 13th of 2020. Came out here to the monument in Pleasant Hill, California. Set up my table. Made some signs. Try to educate people about natural law, where your rights actually come from, and the illegitimacy of the belief in government. What's up, everybody? This is John Y. Dogan, back again with a Moral Law Monday. And the message I have today is the same message I have every time I come out to here or any event that I may be doing. And that message is that natural law is about objective morality. So, what does that mean? Natural law is about objective morality. Natural law is about objective morality. The belief in government is inherently immoral. Understanding what is objectively right, meaning you have a right to do it because it does not initiate harm against another individual. We have been given reason and logic in order to observe reality and have, through our experiences, come to an understanding of what is right and what is wrong, not dependent upon any cultural, religious text, although those texts may help you, help to inform you in deciphering what is right and what is wrong, but it's mainly dependent upon what we observe through our experience. So, what does natural law have to do with objective morality? Well, we have to come to understand what we have the right to do, what we have been born with the right to do, what we have been endowed by our Creator with the right to do, and what things are harmful to other individuals. The intention of Natural Freedom League is to expand the understanding of natural law, which is based on objective morality, and to expose the illegitimacy of the belief in authority and thus the inherent criminality of all governments. This is the first postcard that we made, that we work with out here, and it has a basic definition of natural law. What is natural law? Natural law is also known as universal law, spiritual law, cosmic law, moral law, karmic law, the law of cause and effect, the golden rule, and God's law. Natural law has nothing to do with Darwinism, survival of the fittest, the law of the jungle, or the so-called natural order. Natural law is based on objective morality. It is a set of universal, eternal, inherent, non-man-made, objective, unchangeable conditions that govern the consequences of the behaviors that we choose through our own free will. It's natural, universal, spiritual law. It's not man's law. If you notice, man's law is changing all the time. And again, it's based on perhaps where you are from, your culture, your cultural religion. But if we come to a better understanding of what is objectively right and objectively wrong, we can build a better system of living, a better society where we don't need to be governed by some ruling class. The sign I'm using today is one that I use often. The word government means mind control. It literally translates to control the mind. Now, how does the government control us through our minds? Well, they own the media, they control the media, and the way that they drive us to do certain behaviors or to behave in a certain way is through fear. And if you haven't come to terms with understanding that yet, please go to naturalfreedomleague.com. There's a lot of other websites linked to there that you can look to. This is not new information. There's nothing new under the sun. I'm just explaining to you what I understand, that the solution to all of these issues we're dealing with is for people to behave morally and to take accountability for their actions and not to expect someone else to do that for them. So, what is a right? Rights are actions that do not cause other beings harm. Those are wrongdoings. Human rights are inherent within natural law. Human rights are not given to us by other humans. The natural law of freedom. As the collective morality of a species increases, their collective freedom as a species increases. As the collective morality of a species decreases, we go deeper and deeper into bondage and enslavement. In order to have a free society, the laws must be based on natural law, which means once it's discovered, it doesn't necessarily need to be written down. These laws are inherent in nature. They exist whether or not they are written down. However, they have been codified in some documents, even though those documents have been inverted and changed by now. True freedom depends upon us understanding natural law objectively. In other words, whether we understand which behaviors are moral behaviors because they don't cause harm. Here's the basic rights that you have and don't have, right? The things you can do and you can't do. It's pretty basic. 7 transgressions against natural law: murder, assault, rape, theft, trespass, coercion, and willfully lying. So, that's the little lesson for today. The other thing I did want to add in is talking about how these laws of nature get coded into documents. One of the most famous ones, obviously, is the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States of America. What I would like to point out to you all is that the founding fathers who wrote those documents were not actually Christian in the way we think of today. They were what is called deists. They believed in deism. Deism is the philosophical position that rejects revelation as a source of religious knowledge and asserts that reason and observation of the natural world are sufficient to establish the existence of a supreme being or creator of the universe. Meaning that just through your experience and looking around at what's going on in the world and observing nature, you can come to the understanding that there is a supreme being, there is a creative force, and that we are all part of that creation. At least as far back as Thomas Aquinas, Christian thought has recognized 2 sources of knowledge of God: revelation and natural reason. The study of the truths revealed by reason is called natural theology. During the Age of Enlightenment, especially in Britain and France, philosophers began to reject revelation as a source of knowledge and to appeal only to truths that they felt could be established by reason alone. Such philosophers were called deists, and the philosophical position that they advocated is called deism. Deism as a distinct intellectual movement, declined toward the end of the 18th century. Some of its tenets continued to live on as part of other intellectual movements like Unitarianism, and it continues to have advocates today. All right, everybody, thanks for checking in. It's another Moral Law Monday with Natural Freedom League. You can see us at naturalfreedomleague.com. We're promoting our good friend Mike Mattingly, the Funky Fathers album, which we recorded for him. And we are also celebrating the season of sovereignty. We're in the season of life, and life is not truly being lived unless you are not under the rule of another individual. You rule yourself. You are sovereign under natural law. All right, everybody. Put something good in the air and plant something good in the earth.
Well, put your poison in a pill. May name an injure make you ill. Oh, now and then it's gonna kill. Experiments against the will. Yeah, why won't you just remain in silence? Yeah, why won't you just bow down in compliance? Yeah, every year they're adding more. In every shop, in every store. Or violate you at the core. Yeah, disintact, they say endure. Yeah, why won't you just remain in silence? Yeah, why won't you just bow down in compliance? Yeah, why won't you give in to threats of violence? Yeah, why won't you just believe in the science? 'Cause I'm anti-intimidation, anti-dehumanization, anti-indoctrination, anti-sterilization, anti-segregation, anti-discrimination, anti-forced injection. That's why I'm anti-vaccination. Coercion is weapon of choice. When that don't work, they bring in force. Or silence our dissenting voice. Or separate you from the source. Yeah, why won't you just remain in silence? Yeah, why won't you just bow down in compliance? Yeah, why won't you give in to threats of violence? Yeah, why don't you just believe in the science? Because I'm anti-intimidation, anti-dehumanization, anti-indoctrination, anti-sterilization, anti anti-vaccination. Yeah, I'm anti-intimidation, anti-dehumanization, anti-indoctrination, anti-sterilization, anti-segregation, anti-discrimination, anti-forced injection. That's why I'm anti-vaccination.
Put something good in the air and plant something good in the earth. Peace!